what else was nuts this weekend, everyone? What was really getting you going here, Brad, for this weekend of doesn't have to necessarily be NFL, but it definitely could be.
Well, it is NFL, and it's Tyreek Hill doing a backflip. I mean, did you guys see this? You guys saw this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we saw it.
I mean, the guy is got 814 yards through week 6.
It's insane.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Do better, bro. Do better. But so here's the actual first person view of this. Let me see if I can get it up. Whoa, pause.
Yeah,
so he scores a touchdown, comes up to a fan who's got their phone recording the video. He takes it, backflips with it in his hand.
It had to be planned. It had to be.
Obviously the NFL has already fined him. God knows, I don't know, $13,000-$14,000, whatever it is. But like, that is hilarious. And it's definitely so Tyreek Hill. I don't understand fining guys for that, just because that kind of shit's good for football.
I will say I'm pretty sure it's actually his. I think that's his media guy. I saw some over social media. He hired a videographer, and I kind of have a feeling that that's him.
It has to be.
Like, exactly where to go. Here's the phone, take it, and then
he was already recording.
Yeah. There's way more to that, but that was fun. That was nuts. And Tyreek Hill is trying to be the first receiver to get to 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
And right now he's got to be on pace for it. He's got to be really close. Through 6 games at 814. That's a 17-game regular season.
Yeah. I'm not a math guy, but that seems to work out.
Does that check out?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, hey, Zach, what else had you? What was nuts for you this weekend?
Let's talk a little bit about blocks. How about running backs throwing incredible blocks?
Ooh.
Craig Reynolds on this Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown with honestly one of the blocks of the year. I mean, see you later. This is the energy I love.
Well, and the fact that Amon-Ra started that play all the way on the other side of the field, runs back across, and Reynolds just isn't giving up on the play. This is the Fighting Dan Campbell's in Detroit. It's a thing. And look at that energy. Craig Reynolds, I think they reported this on CBS, by the way. Was it on CBS? I think the game was. Anyway, regardless.
The station.
Fox.
It was Fox?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, close enough.
On Fox, that they were saying, if you are active for the game, you have a role. Yeah. And we expect you when you're out there to go and make a play. And Montgomery goes down, so Craig Reynolds is in the game a lot more. And man, the dude just was
cooking pancakes.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't even in the screen when the video started and the man got a pancake.
Cooking pancakes.
Yeah, just cooking pancakes out there. IHOP. Serving at IHOP part-time.
Yeah, hey, he was. He was serving it up.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 2 more things, and we'll close with one that's outside of the NFL then. But how about Adam Butler, former New England Patriot? The Raiders just played the Patriots. Raiders won. Patriots are still struggling quite a bit. But it wasn't what happened on the field that we're talking about here. It's after the game. Adam Butler was talking to a reporter, and I believe, just so I give the proper credit, it's to Logan Reaver here of CBS.
Expect me to say anything after the game. It did make me very upset that, Bill didn't even have the respect for me to say anything after the game. Not even congratulate me. You can, tell me, you look good or you don't look good, whatever. Kiss my ass, something. But he didn't say anything. So kind of felt, disrespected. Made me feel made me feel bad. And I know Coach Belichick has bigger things to worry about, obviously. They're going through a tough time, but I mean, say a wave, like something, but nothing.
Not even a fuck you.
I think he was the only one who was surprised by that, if I'm being honest. I mean, Bill Belichick just fell to 1-5. I don't think he was going to go talk to you. I mean, I think it was obviously he has a better relationship with Bill, but when I saw that at first, I was like, what did you expect?
Well, aren't they now? Isn't the first time the Patriots, I think, are 1-5 since 1995?
Yeah,
something like that. And I saw some people saying they've waited for the Patriots dynasty to now fall once again, and people are celebrating with some funny memes or whatnot. But it's not smooth sailing out there,
not at all
in New England. But Adam Butler, hey, I love that he's just candid talking about it, Brad.
I know,
I love it.
Yeah, and Mac Jones sucks, by the way. He's just not that dude.
I just still can't believe the other part of it. Jacoby Myers was paid by the Raiders, and they signed Juju Smith. And hey, that's no knock to Juju. He does a lot of the tough work. He helped the Chiefs last year in his role, but Jacoby Myers is balling out right now for the Raiders. Yeah. And essentially, you gave the same money for Juju compared to what Jacoby's doing. A guy that had success in New England already. Just feel bad. Yeah. I feel bad for the whole situation right now. It's definitely not going well. Maybe we'll have some more takes on that on Thursday. Yeah. One other note with the NFL, Brad, you got a comment?
I was just gonna close that up, wrap that up by saying, like, you gotta wonder if Jacoby Myers is going off like that with the Raiders in a subpar quarterback room, by the way. How much of it actually is Mac Jones? And yeah, we will have that conversation later on in the week, but god damn, does that guy suck.
You know what? I hope
rough.
I want to see guys do well. It's a hard job. But having said that, you got to perform, or people are going to we're going to have conversations, and the drum's only going to beat louder. Yep. But how about for another guy that's been around the block for a while, and then we'll go to my favorite segment. But I think you, Zach, were talking about him in fantasy.
Yeah. Insane. Adam Thielen might be a top 5 receiver in the NFL right now. And it's so funny because during the offseason, so many Ravens fans were like, it's got to be D-Hop or OBJ. If it's Adam Thielen, the offseason was a failure. I would kill to have Adam Thielen's production right now on the Ravens. I mean, hasn't missed a beat.
It's nuts, by the way. And for those that are wondering, because I just won against him in fantasy, it's fun. But he has 3 100-yard receiving games. He has 3 games with 11 catches. And the other 2 games are 7 for 76. Sorry, other 3 games. 7 for 76, 7 for 54. His worst game was the first game of the season against the Atlanta Falcons, where he went 2 for 12. He has 509 receiving yards on the season and 4 touchdowns.
All right. This is me adding throwing cold water on the whole thing. Who else is there to throw to on that Panther squad?
That is why I took him in fantasy.
Well, DJ Chark is supposed to be a guy that they have there. But to your point, right, that it is the guy.
Yeah. Well, they have Hayden Hurst, don't they? Didn't they bring him in?
They have Hayden Hurst. You know what I always
say? Not a wide receiver, though.
They drafted Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand what you're saying. But you know what? I was just realizing this was a saying I had for all my friends like the last few years with Thielen. There was 3 things that you could count on in life: death, taxes, and Adam Thielen scores a touchdown
every day.
And it feels like it's coming back.
We'll say this. Look, Panthers are winless still, and we didn't touch on that today, but Chuba Hubbard looks like that dude too. I ended up picking him up on fantasy this week, and he actually showed up. He ran 50 yards in that first quarter.
Yeah.
So he's looking like a dude too. Listen, Panthers fans, if you're out there, if there's any of them that exist, I've never seen one, but if you are a Panthers fan, you got to be encouraged at least a little bit that there are flashes of greatness and that somehow they're going to put this together and come up with a dub.
It's tough right now. We talk about winning solves everything. Losing also creates every problem you can imagine.
Yes.
And right now there's a lot of losing. But let's end this show then with probably my favorite moment of the weekend.
Incredible.
And this is outside of the NFL, but it's going back to college football and College Game Day on ESPN. Desmond Howard was bringing some serious energy talking about the Washington quarterback for the Huskies.
Tremendous amount of trust from Michael, what he's been doing on the field. He's built relationships with the players. I tell you what, he's dealt with a lot of adversity to get here. He's grateful to be Washington's quarterback, and they know that every time he takes the field, he's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. He's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. He's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. Yeah. That's right, Harry. Let's go, baby.
I feel like that last one was penis, actually.
Yeah. So here's the thing, by the way. His name is Michael. I think it's pronounced Penix Jr.
Penix Jr. Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. So he was trying to say he had big Penix energy. It did not sound like.
That was not Penix.
It was not Penix.
It was, no. I love the segment, and College Game Day has been electric this year for stuff like this, but definitely not something we've seen on College Game Day in years prior.
Hey, I'm all for that energy, though. He was enjoying it. I think even McAfee was saying, like, I've been pronouncing it wrong for years. You know, but hey, like, that's what you live for, right? You live for those moments. Like, this is what makes it fun. But that to me was just
Penix Jr. is also going to be an NFL quarterback, so we're going to be hearing that name for a long time.
And he could be the Heisman Trophy winner this year, especially
he just had his Heisman moment potentially against Oregon.
What a game, by the way.
Yeah. Oh,
we haven't touched enough on the
big Penix energy.
Yeah, but apparently Rick's got some big Zach energy here. Hey, now, wait, stop traffic. Whoo! There it is. There it is.
What kind of smile? He's like got that. I don't know. That smiles kind of make me feel uncomfortable.
I know I'm trying to make eye contact with the camera throughout.
I have I think I've shown you guys. I put it on Instagram. It's me taking a selfie in the mirror with my hair all the way up and the mustache. Yeah. That was the best chance you had of me at a mustache. I did grow out a goatee, but I got to try to get on your level, Zach, of
I know
that.
Can you not put facial hair like that, Ryan?
Not like that. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's a little.
But I also, when I would go on to do TV work, it was better to be clean shaven, shaved. Yeah. And then so like last night, me and Rocco did a segment for Fox 45, kind of recapping the season. So I try to look good, and I don't know. I got a good stubble. People think I'm older than I am already, so I don't know. I just haven't gotten to that point of like the beard's a good look for me yet.
Yeah,
I feel like the stubble works for you though.
Yeah, the stubble could work. Hey, that might be a look in this offseason.
Yeah,
it really
the
might.
Playoff
be.
stubble.
Playoff stubble. You got the full beard.
Yeah,
Brad.
Yep,
we got the mustache.
Zach's got the 70s porn stash.
We're completing the whole look right now.
We are.
We got a lot of good things. It's you know what you remind me of real quickly. It's like when you're at a sporting event and the kids having a staring contest.
Oh
and it pans away. So here it is to me. It's me right now, and then it goes back, and you're just staring right at it.
Those are the best ones.
That's what I feel like you are.
Yeah, I know exactly what video you're talking about.
But usually though, it's for like a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually they don't have a porn stash.
Yeah, not an adult right here. That
usually they're not having those guys staring into the camera.
Lady, you're scaring us.
Yeah,
love that from Billy Madison. Well, hey, I think that kind of wraps it up.